Very good morning to all the viewers of QNews English with me, Vijay Rana, along with Deepak from our studios out here in Bangalore. And today is the big day for the Congress party, as their chief minister in Telangana is going to take the oath. The swearing-in ceremony is the highlight of all the newspapers. And as I promised you yesterday, I will bring some entertainment news also. So I was looking for the entertainment news and I could not find much. For today, what do we have is Ajit Kumar extends help to Amir Khan and Vishnu Vishal. What is this about? It's about the ongoing cyclone effect. Heavy rains in Chennai has disturbed the life, and Amir Khan was also stuck out there in Chennai and he was evacuated by the firemen, and then Ajit helped him to go back to his native place or go back to Mumbai, and so he did for Vishnu Vishal also. Celebs rustle up Insta recipes to feed peckish fans. So a lot of celebrities. What kind of news am I reading? This is the first time. And then we have, so they are out there, a lot of celebrities are out there on Instagram, and for their fans they bring up, the trend has started. Jackie Shroff also is a part of it. So he also shares a lot of recipes about different food items that you can prepare. And then we have from Bollywood, we have celebrating Desi fashion on the global stage, and the heroine out there is the actress out there is none other than Anil Kapoor's daughter, Sonam Kapoor. Yeah. So she was she studied in the United States of America, wherein she dressed up in a sari on an occasion and she was photographed, and then that photograph went viral and she became an ambassador of fashion, and now she is dressing in saris going forward. So that was the entertainment news. Was that entertaining? Please do let me know in the comment section. For me, it was not entertaining at all. All right. Shubhra Prashar is the first one, along with Immonical Gaming. So good morning, Shubhra. How are you? How are you, Shubhra? I hope you are doing good. And I hope I get a nod for you today. If everything goes fine, I'll be discussing a lot of things with you in office as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. Now moving on to the headlines of the prime newspaper, or our very own Shanarthi Telangana. We have POK Hamara Hai, says Amit Shah. So yet again, all of us might have seen on YouTube, Amit Shah said once, iske liye jaan de denge. That was Pakistani occupied Kashmir, and he also highlighted the mistakes that were done by our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, and he was referring to the time when Pakistan had attacked India in 1948 itself, when it was in regards to occupying Jammu and Kashmir, which was then being ruled by Hari Singh Nalwa, the king of Jammu and Kashmir. And there were Kashmiri Pandits also who were in majority residing in Jammu and Kashmir. So now what happened is, as soon as India gained its independence, there were a lot of princely states also. Like we had Nizam in Hyderabad. Similarly, we had Hari Singh Nalwa, who was the king of Jammu and Kashmir. So these states were independent, they did not join India as soon as India was formed or reformed. India was always existing. As soon as India got its independence, these states were not aligned with India. But later on, as Hari Singh Nalwa, he saw a threat from Pakistan, that Pakistan was also formed in 1947, and he saw that Pakistani forces might occupy his territory, and he might not be able to defend it. He signed the accession to India. But the same morning, Pakistan attacked and they captured a large territory which is now known as POK, and it stands for Pakistan Occupied Kashmir. So Indian forces retaliated, Indian forces acted upon that, and they took back majority of the territory, but then a part was still with Pakistan, and it remains even today with Pakistan, and that is what he is referring to. It is ours. And why Pakistan is being discussed in Indian Parliament? The winter session of the Parliament is on, and there was supposed to be a bill that was to be launched for the benefit of the Kashmiris out there, the people from Jammu and Kashmir. Now this bill, owing to this, he says 24 seats reserved in Jammu and Kashmir Assembly for Pakistani occupied Kashmir. That's what he says. And by what, it's although it's just a line that we read, but it has a very, very deep meaning to it. This means India is all set. That is what I always called upon. India is all set to claim its territory from Pakistan. And how will that happen? What is the plan? Nobody knows as of yet. And also, I was going through another newspaper, Indian Express, probably that I went through. Yeah, there we have the Revanth Reddy, the CM, the second chief minister that Telangana would see is going to be Revanth Reddy. Revanth Reddy is going to be the one. And I was going through this news about Pakistan. What was it? The Times of India, was it? Yes. So it is the Times of India. And another LET terrorist shot dead by assailants in Pakistan. Now, there has been a kind of a trend that is being followed out there in Pakistan. Now, what is happening? All these designated terrorists are being eliminated one by one in a very sequential manner. A lot of people say it's Indian agencies behind these killings. I don't agree to it. It might be Pakistan, because they are now under tremendous pressure. Now they would want to, and it is the Pakistani army without which this cannot happen. They are the ones who actually control the Pakistan. So who is it this time? Adnan Ahmad alias Abu Hanzala, and what he had done, the kind of crimes that he had masterminded. He had coordinated the terror attack on a CRPF convoy at Pampore, J&K on June 25th, 2016, resulting in 8 casualties. So, apart from that, he was one of the masterminds of the attack on BSF convoy in Udhampur, again in Jammu, in 2015, in which 2 BSF men were killed, and was also involved in planning and execution of a dozen Fedayeen attacks. Fedayeen attacks is wherein, they tie a bomb, or it's a suicide attack that he had planned, and over a dozen of them, and he has been eliminated in last year, and over a dozen attacks in Valley over the past year. Now, unidentified men gunned down Adnan Ahmad aka Abu Hanzala, a top-ranking Lashkar-e-Taiba commander. So what I wanted to tell you is, yes, Hanzala, who appears to be the most significant of number of figures to die in mysterious killings in Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Kashmir this year, had coordinated the terrorist attack on CRPF convoy. So this is what is happening out there in Pakistan. Terrorists are being eliminated one by one. And also there is a lot of there are a lot of protests also that we saw a couple of months ago in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And people there, they had Indian flags, and they also had a slogan, or they also said, if Pakistan government does not give us our rights, we are going to the borders and we are going to join India. And also what India has done, India has actually showed, how to develop thanks to the prevailing government at the center. So after abrogation of Article 370, now they are all set, the development that Kashmir is seeing is phenomenal. And also our neighboring country, the people from Pakistan occupied Kashmir also witness those developments. They also see the benefits and facilities Indians get. Whereas Pakistan is an economy which is in doldrums. They cannot help, their different states, although they have only 5 major states to take care of, so they are not able to do that, and there are revolts, so it's at the verge of cracking down. All India needs to do is just facilitate, but India does not indulge in any of such activities. They should, ideally they should use these fault lines of Pakistan. Now further to this news that we were reading about Amit Shah, now he also said that the Kashmiris that I spoke about, or the Kashmiri Pandits who were who had to that was an exodus that happened in 90s, and he wants them to be back in Kashmir. The rehabilitation of Kashmiri Pandits will also be an agenda, and that will also be discussed. Now what he said is, presenting the Jammu and Kashmir Recognition Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023 in Lok Sabha, Shah highlighted the shift in seats distribution, revealing that Jammu, previously with 37 seats, now boasts 43, while Kashmir has increased from 46 to 47 seats. Shah emphasized the role of Delimitation Commission established by the Centre to redefine assembly and parliamentary constituencies in Jammu and Kashmir in enmarking 24 seats for Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And he stated the Delimitation Commission extensively assessed Jammu and Kashmir. Various communities, including Kashmiri migrants and individuals displaced in POK, submitted representations for their inclusion in State Assembly. I am pleased that the Commission acknowledged this, and former Election Commissioner of India nominated 2 seats for Kashmiri migrants and 1 for a person displaced in POK, an area illicitly occupied by Pakistan. Shah added previously J&K at 37, so that's the math. And he also said, and 24 seats for POK have been reserved kyunki wo hamara hai. That is what he acknowledged yet again from the Indian Parliament. So that's a stern message going out for Pakistan directly from Indian Parliament, and none other than our Home Minister Amit Shah is the one to declare that. Additionally, Shah outlined the inclusion of 5 nominated members. All right, so that's fine with that. We are done with that. No place safe for Gazans. So the ongoing conflict between the war between the terrorists of Hamas and Israeli forces, they have again started the bombarding of Gaza city, and it's almost the 80% of Gaza is now being bombarded, and there is no place where civilians can go. The point to ponder is no other neighboring country is also interested to harbor them, because the kind of what happened with them, once the king actually supported them and they wanted to harbor them, they actually tried to overturn his government only. So owing to which no country, no neighboring country, although they are willing to support them with arms and ammunitions which would lead to a further destruction. So they are okay if the entire crowd of Gaza is killed, but they will not allow them to step inside their territory. So what are they left with? They are Palestinians are left with nobody to help, and Israel is bombarding. Why is Hamas, if you want to call yourself as militants, why do I not call them militants? The reason is I would call them militants if they stand for a cause of Palestinians. If they stand with the Palestinian people, they fight for Palestinian rights, I would happily call them militants. And if they are actually acting against the Palestinians, the civilians, the women and children are getting killed in these bombings. The bomb is targeted for the terrorists of Hamas, but it does not discriminate. Bomb does not have the AI or the capability, or does not have the artificial intelligence to see if there is a civilian, or is he a non-combatant, or is he a terrorist. The bomb just explodes, and we have collateral damage. A lot of civilians are dying out there, which is not the right thing. But then what is Hamas doing about it? Why don't they actually, they have the means and ways to engage in a conversation with Israel. But owing to which we saw a truce as well. If a truce can happen, if they can stop, the bombarding can stop for almost a week or 6 days, it can further stop. All they need to do is talk to Israelis and tell, release all the hostages, tell them we are laying down our arms. But they are not in for that. They want to fight and they want to have their people killed as well. So, and UN also reports that over 80% of the population, totaling to 1.87 million people, they have already fled their homes. Large portions of north, including significant areas of Gaza City, lay in ruins, prompting concerns among Palestinians that the rest of Gaza could face a similar fate if Israel seeks to bombardments. So 1.87 million. So that's, in Indian count, that will be around 18,70,000 people who have left their homes. So that's a huge number out there, people. All right, I also need to see who all joined us today. We have Satyavardhan Reddy, who says excellent analysis, and we have Chandrasekhar also joining us and saying good morning. We have good morning wish from Kasi Reddy Vajramma along with Srilata Nara. A very good morning to all of you. You guys make my day. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's move on to the other parts of the news. Let's see. Hate speeches on rise. India witnessed in 2022, India witnessed a surge in cases registered under IPC section 153A. For all those law students, so or just for general knowledge, it's the section 153A under IPC. So you can have a case registered if somebody is engaging in a hate speech. According to the National Crime Records Bureau, there were more than 1,500 cases reported, reflecting a notable 31% increase compared to 2021. However, this marked a decline of 15.57% from figures recorded in 2020. And this is the state of affairs. Underwater is the this picture shows what is the devastation caused by the cyclone out there in Chennai. And in fact, yes, it is the picture from Chennai. So this looks like a toll gate, and look at the amount of water. This is an aerial view of how it looks like. It is really, the houses are also submerged in water. So that's a very, very difficult situation out there for our friends in Chennai. India and Bharat, both official names, says center. Yes, they are the official names. Who denied that? The Union Education Minister has clarified. All right, so it's about the NCERT. So that is, that's the National Council of Education, Research and Training. Makes no distinction between the terms India and Bharat and fully acknowledge this constitutional spirit, recognizing both. The statement was made by Union Minister of State for Education Annapurna Devi in response to a query from CPIM member E. Karim in the Rajya Sabha. The question pertained to an NCERT panel suggestion to substitute the name India with Bharat in school textbooks. So the question was, is NCERT trying to remove, wherever they use the term India, they want to use the term Bharat out, which is absolutely okay. Both can be used in tandem. So that's absolutely fine. Why there has to be an objection around it? Now, for these many years, we have been using the word India. Now, and we have the right to use the word Bharat as well. So both the words get their, turn. And now it's the turn for Bharat to be present out there in the textbooks. What's wrong with it? All right. All set for Revant's swearing in today. So swear-in ceremony for Revanth Reddy will be held today at 1:30 in the LB Stadium. And he has also invited the giants of Congress party, the senior leadership, comprising of Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, along with Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge. So all of them have acknowledged and they will be taking part here. He has also asked the common man of Telangana to join him in these celebrations. That is why it is being held at the stadium, the LB Stadium. And what a proud moment for him out there today. And I think QNews will also be covering it extensively. We will also see Mallanna out there, And I wish, today probably I'm planning to travel to Hyderabad. I don't know, I'm not sure as how convenient it will be, or will I even get to travel. But my intent is very much to be there in Telangana tomorrow. So moving on, we have center blocks, over 100 websites. Now what are these websites that are being blocked out there by the center? Now these websites, you might have received a message on your cell phone stating that ghar baithe paisa kamao, and log into this site. Also, if you are on that app, what is it, Telegram. Yes, Telegram is the app. So if you are on Telegram, you will get messages that you can have an income sitting at home. You can earn 2,000 to 5,000 rupees per day. And then a lot of people who are retired, who have their pensions, they have some money to spare, or somebody who is jobless, the youth of India who does not have a job, they would definitely want to earn some money. Now they actually target, these are the target audiences for these people. They have a website. They will say you are indulged in advertising, you are actually promoting. So they'll ask you to like few videos on YouTube and they will give you some money for that. They might transfer 200 or 300 rupees to your account. Then they will further increase the difficulty of the task, and then they will say you will get 500 rupees if you comment on these vlogs or these YouTube videos. And that's how they keep giving you small assignments. But then later on they come up with a plan that if you deposit 10,000 rupees or 50, one of my friends in Delhi, 6 months ago, he called me. He actually deposited 50,000 rupees. He deposited that money in a hope that he will get 2.5 lakhs, and it was showing, and he approached me. He said, "Bhai, can you help me withdraw this money? I'm not able to do so." I checked. I told him it's a fraud. Why did you get engaged in this? He said, I've not been working. I had 50,000 as my saving, and it was about to get doubled or tripled. So I invested that money. It was kind of an investment, and he lost that 50,000 also, because there was no way that withdrawal was happening. You fill in your bank information and everything, still the withdrawal doesn't happen. So he tried that numerous times but failed. So this is what they do. They first give you 100, 200 or 300 or 500 rupees. They do transfer that money. But once you send a big amount, let's say 10,000 rupees to take more projects, so to say projects, but then later on you will never get your money back. So owing to which, now these are the targets are often retired employees, women and unemployed youth seeking part-time jobs, with whom the fraudsters engage through WhatsApp or Telegram. So yes, WhatsApp is another way that they engage you with. And what is this? Fraudsters engage them in tasks such as liking videos or rating maps, initially providing a commission and later convincing them to invest more for promised higher returns. Once victim deposits substantial sums, their funds are frozen, leading to deception, the spokesperson explained. Now this is a cyber crime, and that is how they do it. So please be careful, people. If you get a message, ghar baithe paise kamaye, please don't fall for it. Please don't fall for it. You need to work. There has to be different means and ways. Try to build your skills. There are, we have so many courses online that you can do. There is a lot of learning. The phone is not to watch movies only or to watch YouTube. The phone can be utilized. We have India as a country where internet is much cheaper than many other countries across the globe. You have access to smartphones, you have access to internet, you have access to knowledge, enhance your knowledge, be a freelancer. There are so many opportunities lying out there for freelancers also. So resort to such things wherein your brain, your mental and physical abilities are put to use. There is no easy way out to earn money. There is no easy way out there. They are all fraudsters who will take, now imagine what is the amount of unemployed youth. Let's say we have 10 crore people who are unemployed. If each one of them even pay 1 rupee per day, these people, the fraudsters would be earning 10 crores per day. That will be the amount of money they'll be making. If you invest 1 rupee in them, they'll be making 10 crores per day. That's the magnitude, and you will be a contributor to that. So please do not fall for anything that is given for free or without any effort. Don't go for that. Indie Association, block to plan strategy for Lok Sabha polls. So they had a meeting, yesterday it was supposed to be conducted, but then 3 of their ministers said they had prior engagements. One was Mamata Banerjee, another one was MK Stalin from Kerala, and I forgot the third gentleman. So all 3 could not attend this meeting, but they still continued, and they had a dinner, they had a discussion and it was at the house of Mallikarjun Kharge where they conducted this, and they have also, they'll also reunite. I think there is a date also, I think date for all meetings. We will take up the issue of people in the parliament in remaining part of the session to make the government accountable. A date for the meeting of INDIA parties will soon be fixed in consultation with the leaders of all parties, and their slogan is Judega Bharat, Jeetega Bharat. Now for those of you who do not know what is INDIA, what is this bloc? Now they are all the parties who are against the ruling government of BJP. They have all come together and they intend to make a coalition government. Now my thought process says, let's assume INDIA together wins, all these parties win and they are able to defeat BJP at the center. What happens next? Who is going to be the Prime Minister? Will it be Congress or will it be somebody else? And how will you distribute the portfolios? Have you planned that? That's the big question. So they need to have a clear-cut plan and every party should agree to it. That's the level of organization that it takes to have everybody to because if this does not happen, if somebody pulls the support, your government falls and India will be witnessing elections again. So that's going to be an additional cost on our economy. So you have to be mindful before, you have to be very well planned before taking this up. And Lok Sabha gears up for setting up tribal varsity in Telangana state. So the tribes of Telangana, the scheduled tribes, the scheduled castes, and they are going to get a university. When the election campaign was on, I read this news, I read it on our QNews English, that Prime Minister had announced a university and it will be, it will be in the name of 2 goddesses, the daughter and son duo goddess. So I'm forgetting the name, okay, let me just see. What will be the name? Okay, where is the name? All right, I forgot. Can somebody in the chat section please let me know what was the name of the goddess? So there are, yes, we have here Samakka and Saraka. So they will be getting a university as promised, despite the fact that BJP lost the election, but the promise to have the university out there still prevails. And why the promise is still being kept? In fact, they do keep their promises. Now we have elections coming in 2024 also. The MP elections will be there. We saw MLA elections. Now it will be the turn of MP elections. Now BJP actually outperformed themselves. There'll be a happy lot out there. So they got so many seats. They did not expect these many. Last year they got only one. So even if they would have got 2 seats, it would have been 100% growth for them. So now they have gone multifold and they have made their presence felt this time around. So they will be a happy lot. It's a substantial growth. You know, BRS was the ruling party. They were in power. They were in majority for consecutive terms. But Congress was a close follower. Congress was the next one in contention. But now BJP is also moving up the ladder, and going forward, what will we see? Do we see BJP emerging in the next term? So that's the big question that we need to wait for another 5 years. Or yesterday somebody asked me, are you sure that Congress government will last for 5 years? Point to ponder. Who was that gentleman? All set for Ravens swearing in today. And no place safe for Gazans. Yes, we went through that. Raje heads to Delhi amid Rajasthan CM suspense. So BJP has not announced their candidate. We have Revanth Reddy taking in the oath. You know, he's going to take the oath today. Swearing ceremony is going to be held for him. But BJP has not announced their candidates yet. You know, the CM candidate has not been announced. The meetings are going on. They are taking their own time to decide as to who is going to head the states. And England beat India by 38 runs in the women's T20. That's really sad for Indian sports lovers. You know, our women team actually lost to the Britishers, to the English people, to England. BJP makes false promises before every poll, says Mamta Banerjee. And also, what do we have here in the chat section? Let's see. A lot of negative propaganda is on. Do not believe in that. If you get divided, then ultimately BJP will benefit out of that division. So today is the day to take the oath of remaining united. You remain united and there will be a game again. Khela hobe. You know, that was her dialogue, Khela hobe. She doesn't hesitate to threaten the center as well. And Japanese ambassador to India, Hiroshi Suzuki, what he has to say. He says, we want to strengthen and expand our cooperation and the friendship that we enjoy between Nagaland and Japan. Japan and Nagaland have long-standing historical ties that go back to World War II. We are grateful for the warmest support to the Japanese by the Naga people. So Naga people, you know, during World War II, they supported the Japanese army. He is referring to that. And do let me know in the comment section, you know, if you want me to take this up. And Amit Shah on Kashmir. Kashmir had to suffer due to Nehruvian blunders. So he highlighted that as well. And the term now that has been coined is Nehruvian blunders. He says, one was that when our army was winning and as soon as Punjab area was reached, ceasefire was declared and Pakistan occupied Kashmir was born. If the ceasefire would have been declared 3 days later, POK would have been a part of India, says Amit Shah, Union Home Minister. So what situations prevailed at that point in time, we have no idea. How well prepared Indian army was, we have no idea. Pakistan had the support of United States of America. Indian Prime Minister was also under tremendous pressure back then, you know, an international pressure. It was a newly born country and did not have the strength probably. Anything could have been the reason for Prime Minister Nehru. We cannot sit here and judge today. In today's world, you know, India is one of the fastest growing economies. But back then, we were just out of slavery. We did not have ample arms and ammunitions also. The 1962 war with China. Why did India lose that war? Because our brave hearts, our soldiers fought with the guns that were, that were termed as useless or that were thrown away in World War II by the British Army. So our soldiers were using those guns and they fought that battle. I still remember my mother telling me that, you know, all the women also, they gave away their ornaments, the kind of, and also about the battle of those 24 men who killed more than 3,000 Chinese soldiers. That is what is, some figures say, in some documentaries say it is 3,000 Chinese that the Indian army men killed, and their count was only 24, out of which 10 were alive and they were, only one of them could reach the headquarters, and the remaining were either taken in as hostages or taken in as prisoners of war, and rest, 14 of them actually died during this war. So there is also a story around it. It's a Veer Gatha is what we call, in the tale of victory that actually made China call for a cease of fire. So, and some reports say they killed over 1,000 men. So 14 people who laid down their lives for their motherland actually took down more than 1,000. That is for sure. No documentary says a number less than 1,000. So they killed thousands of people. There are only 14 people or 24 of them altogether. 24 people against thousands of Chinese with modern equipment and arsenal. They did not let them enter the Indian territory. So that's how our brave hearts fought, and they laid down, they made the supreme sacrifice as well. Let's see what comment section has. Bhaskar says good morning. Vishal is also here with a good morning wish, along with Sridevi Golli. So very good morning to all of you. And with that good morning, I would also like to call it a day. And I forgot to request all of you to actually, subscribe and hit the like button also. So thank you so much, people, for tuning in today. This is Vijay Rana along with Deepak signing off for now from our studios out here in Bangalore. I might see you tomorrow from our studios in Telangana. So thank you so much, people, for joining in. Jai Hind.